my laptop up. I'm about to show you a video. Um, what's going on with Charlie Kirk's situation. I'm going to show some clippings from Cheryl's world with her husband Perry, two of my favorite bloggers. Um, Perry knew a lot about politicians. I don't know too much my dang on self, but I'm going to show you what's been going on behind the scenes, my thoughts, Perry thoughts. You know, Perry a Gemini like me. So a lot of stuff, I must say, with no harm intended, Cheral, Perry and I think alike. You know, Geminis think alike. I said from the beginning that I thought this was a setup with Charlie Kirk. From day one, when I first watched the video, I said, to me, this was an execution. Somebody put a hit out on him. He was a sacrifice. And it's awfully funny. I want y'all to think for a minute. When Obama was in the office and when Joe Biden was in office, did we have any attempted assassinations on the president? Did we have any of this chaos going on? People getting executed live at colleges and stuff like that. I mean, we had kid pawpaws that's been going on for a minute now. But since this guy got in office, hasn't it been chaos after chaos after chaos and nobody wondering why all this demonic stuff is going on with this particular person in office? I mean, it's outrageous. That lets you know the devil is in control right now of the White House, but God is not having it. So God is coming back with a vengeance. Y'all thought y'all seen something there, huh? You haven't seen nothing yet. When I say nothing, who don't know God's work? When he say he returned it with a vengeance, do y'all think he's playing? So get ready to see something of the most gruesome stuff you could ever imagine right before your eyes. Who would have thought we would have saw somebody get their main artery in their neck pierced by a sharpshooter from so many feet away, a kill shot on national TV? Perry gonna show a few of the things I was talking about in this video. He's going to show how the security was giving signals. I said that. Everybody thought I was crazy. Somebody said, that's sign language. That ain't no damn sign language. When y'all know security to stand up and give sign language for one. They hire people to do that. You can't give sign language and protect at the same time. So you know what? That wasn't no damn sign language. So before I show this video, and I'm going to show my face in a minute, y'all. Y'all know I'm bootleg. I got to show my videos like this. So be patient with me. And you know I have to keep stopping because it's illegal. Was against YouTube policy to do commentation on people's videos and don't stop it every pretty much second and say something or I get flagged. So don't get mad if I keep stopping the video. But anywho, I was supposed to say Kirk Franklin, Lord. Charlie Kirk, Republican Party that's on his side, they started an organization, y'all, that if someone get caught saying anything about Charlie they don't like, they getting people fired, especially nurses, doctors, professional athletes, teachers. They getting them fired. Their education don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing about this president. Education don't mean nothing. Your knowledge don't mean nothing. He can just fire people all willy-nilly because he don't like them, which he's not even qualified to be the president. But he's firing everybody else that went to school and is qualified for their profession. Now, I could have swore it was freedom of speech because Mr. Charlie, God rest his soul, he was running around debating all over college campuses talking about black folks. He said George Floyd was a heathen and a drug addict. Nobody stopped him. He didn't lose his job. He's worth $12 million speaking hate. But now somebody want to say, people really don't care. They're not celebrating he's dead. But they saying they really don't care what happened because he didn't care about empathy. He said empathy was for the weak folks. Now that people speaking up and saying, we ain't going to lose no sleep, you going to get fired? But they didn't say nothing to him about saying the things he said about black folks. Like the civil rights movement was like the worst thing could have happened to black people. Because when Pretty much when we were slaves, we were under control and crime wasn't going on. But guess who was committing crime? Your asses was. I guess they don't remember that part. You'll say that when we were under your control, we weren't committing crimes. Of course not, because you had all the pow-pows and the ropes. So yeah, they were scared to do anything. But guess who were the criminals? You were. Guess who came and stole America? You did. You know how many Indians died for their land? I mean, are people delusional? I'm noticing every day, even people that watch my channel I'm going to talk about are very delusional folks. I think something is in the air. Is it the bottled water that's making people crazy? Because some people think they can go around here throwing rocks and hiding their hand. I could throw a rock at you, but if you say something back, I'm going to the police. You're going to lose your job. That's that privilege shit. You know what I'm saying? You can't dare say nothing to me. Like the situation I just had at Burger King, the lady come across the counter on me, and then when I say I'm gonna knock her ass out, she calls the police. You all up in my face, in my space. You lucky I didn't knock your whole kufi off. I had to pray to keep my composure because somebody else is ignorant. But I'm titled as the ignorant one. I'm the one got grabbed by the police. You see what I'm saying? I'm sick of it. That's why I'm so glad, y'all, that God is showing up and fighting our battles. Stand by. He's going to fight the battles. You don't have to do nothing. I promise you, when he said before the end of time, the head will be the tail will be the head. Don't y'all see it turning? It's awfully funny that 15% of the world is white folks. The other 85% is black folks. And they feel like they have the right to run everything. What about the other 85% of the world? You know the war that's going on right now? There's 2 white nations fighting. Just about every war that ever happened on ground, on land, was behind a Caucasian man calling a war. But we the bad ones. Donald Trump just made a speech a minute ago. Do you know what he said about the shooter, y'all? And if I was Charlie Kirk family, I would really be starting to believe Nina. He said this was a good kid. He was raised by a very good family because they're Republicans. His dad's a police. And somewhere he got misled by the Democrats and pretty much the gay community. But he's an actually good kid. When have you known a law enforcement agency or a president to praise a killer? Only if they're Caucasian, huh? Because you know Carmelo Anthony and the Metcalf boys, the one that he stabbed the boy, he was from a good family. He had 2-parent home. His parents are well off. They called him the devil. They didn't say somewhere went wrong from him getting bullied. No, they want him to get the chair. He's only 18. Because he's white, he was a good kid. I'm sick of the, man, I'm so glad God's showing up. And God finna come back and he about to punish everybody. And matter of fact, Uncle D in the White House, show the Epstein list since you got so much to say. You quick to talk about somebody else's crime and what they're doing, but you won't show the damn Epstein list. Don't y'all know that was a distraction? Are y'all slow? This is a distraction. Let's talk about Charlie Kirk every day. They're not going to be talking about the Epstein list. I am. Epstein. Show up the damn list. Charlie Kirk is gone. I guess his memorial next week. But we still want to see the list, sir. And shame on Charlie Kirk's wife and his family because they believe in this mess. It's to the point his wife is sitting here pretty much mad at the Democrats in the rainbow community, and she wants vengeance. She really wants to start like a race war behind her husband, and she forgot all the stuff her husband said about other people. She forgot that the same energy you throw out to the universe is the same energy you receive. You can't throw negativity out in the world and don't think you ain't gonna get negativity back. You can't say you are for a certain law and then when it happened to you, you mad. This is your law. This is what y'all fought for. This was your people. Like I said, if a black person commit a crime, do you think if it was a black Republican, Donald Trump would take off for him? Hell no, he just a Negroid. And I can't say the word. He's just a black man. So how, just because this man wasn't in a political party with his parents, he's not considered a white man? But since your uncle was praising him, Miss Kirk, you need to find out what happened to your husband. Don't be mad at us. You need to be mad at the White House over there because somebody did something to your husband and you too blind to see the truth. But they coming after anybody that said anything about Charlie. But when Charlie was speaking negative about everybody else, like black women don't have a brain, y'all go see Perry talk about it. It was okay. No, the world don't operate like that, boo-boo. Check out Perry. Hold on. Let me show y'all Cheral and Perry. And I can't show commercials, so I'm going to have to speed by commercials. But here we go.
Courts treat the act almost like a part of the Constitution. He also said he intends to discredit both Martin Luther King and prevailing historical narratives about him.
He said he was going to discredit Martin Luther King. This God rest his soul, woosah Jesus. He's 31 years old. He's 31. He's David age, my son. What the hell do he know about discrediting Dr. King? Like he was there. How dare you, little boy? How dare you disrespect your elders for one and disrespect his movement? How dare you? You weren't even in that time to open your mouth, kid. Oh, my.
Wow. He said in a speech that, George Floyd was a scumbag.
A scumbag.
He did. And unworthy of the attention.
George Floyd was a scumbag and unworthy of the attention that the media gave him, as we seen him get strangled by a police with the knee. He also said George Floyd did not die from strangulation, even though a professional white doctor said he did. He said he died from drugs, even though a white professional doctor said he died for asphyxiation. If I'm saying it right, strangulation. Even though the police officer that had his knee on George Floyd's neck got 20 years by his peers, and most of them was white folks. That's not what he died from. So why is the officer in jail then? Do you see the delusion of some people? Wow. Even though his peers said this is what happened, they still saying that is not what happened.
And he tried to get the cop pardoned too. He had this big thing.
Oh, you tried to get him pardoned.
Imagine being able to build an app with your...
Give me a second, y'all. He tried to get the cop pardoned. Let me turn this. Hold on. Let me get past
name on
this.
it, just by thinking about it. Meet base
I can't even
44.
stop the video. I can't even stop the commercials.
Trying to support a pardon for, the cop.
Okay, hold on, Perry. I know you got a whole thing. I'm just getting the facts out there. He criticized diversity, equality, and inclusion. That's DEI. Suggesting they led to people being rewarded based on identity rather than merit. He used this reasoning in the context of Black Pilot, or the Black Pilot comment.
I see a comment here real quick. Name what's your name? Is it Barry Cheral? Dr. King was a felon? Are you saying are you trying to say a felony? Well, you know what? A lot of people have stuff to say about Dr. King. They said he sold his own people off for $50. They said a whole lot of stuff about Dr. King. But you know what? I don't focus on the negativity of people as great as Dr. King. All I know is because of Dr. King, our little black kids can go to school. Because of Dr. King, there's no more segregation with black and white water faucets. Because of Dr. King, I can go in any restaurant and eat what I want to eat. So Dr. King made a difference with a lot of stuff. What he did after or in between, it really don't matter to me because he did a lot of good things to change a lot of bad things. But evildoers, y'all want to look at the bad. So that let me know you pretty much was mad that Dr. King made a difference. That's why you're looking for something bad to say, Barry. Because Dr. King made a difference. Thank you, Dr. King.
Wow. He said, beyond criticizing policies, Kirk suggested that the way Martin Luther King Jr. is remembered. Okay, I can't. Perry, take it from there.
But I'm just gonna say this, and this is his job. He'll go around debating, but he's one of these racist people that has no empathy for minorities. Period. Right? If you ain't white, you ain't right. Now, let me clear something up. No, is freedom of speech a reason to unalive a person? No, it was never called for. And I think people trying to twist it at this point to say, for me, seriously, when I heard about it yesterday, my first response was, oh, kept it moving, right? Because, like, we lose lives every day. And no, it's a sad thing. But for a person who don't have empathy for others, should we have empathy for him? Personally, I don't. Now, do I condone what happened to him? No. See, that's going to twist it, right? When we say, well, hey, shit happens, you know, especially to this racist guy.
Okay, I'm gonna respond to a comment again. What's your name? Sharky Natty? Sharky Natty? I don't agree what the cop did, but it wasn't a case worth the riots. How come it wasn't? How come it wasn't worth the riots? Did you feel the same way about the Capitol building? Was that worth the riots? Was that worth officers dying and people attacking the Capitol? You know what? Sometimes you got to be radical to be heard. Because some people don't understand we shall overcome. That's why Malcolm X was a rebel. Dr. King was a peacemaker. And Malcolm X said some people don't understand we shall overcome. You got to let them know we have overcame. You know what I'm saying? So just because you think it wasn't worth the riots, guess what? Those riots gotta be the reason that cop got 20 years. Because if it wasn't a riot, he probably would have walked. So, hey, it is what it is.
We didn't set out for it to happen. You understand what I'm saying? Like, the day after, that's what we did. But it's a bigger picture here. And this is what I thought when it first happened. And everybody been hearing about the files, the Epstein files, all that. It's a big...
okay, wait, hold on. I see where you're going for. So, Perry did the research for me this morning, and I would say he did a better job than me. He put up 6 videos that he thought you guys should see. Perry, can you go through each video and what it means and what we're going to watch?
Okay. Now, basically,
I'm just reading y'all comments. Blue said what Dr. King went through was between him and his wife. Absolutely. Just like Clinton got a little Lewinsky under the desk. I didn't give a damn what Clinton did under the desk. Long as on top of the desk, you doing what's right for the people. Who up under the desk giving you a little Suki jawbone, I don't give a damn. That's between you and Hillary. Some subjects ain't our damn business. If Hillary like it, I love it. You know what I'm saying? So what Dr. King did to Claretta didn't care. Why the hell should I care? People just be minding business that's not their business. And Sharky, you said the cop would have got charged regardless. That's a damn lie. You know how many times I done seen cops walk after they executed somebody bluntly in our face? Right here in my city, a black man got executed. The back of his head had a hole big as a Susan B. Anthony or bigger, a golf ball in the back of his head, and the officer walked. And it was just a traffic stop. So stop it. I don't know what world you live in. I just don't. Okay, let me go on.
I got one that
Hey,
shows
TK,
this
baby.
conspiracy to me, that it could be a possible conspiracy to unalive.
Well, let me say this. A lot of black.
Before I go on with the video, I need 100 people to push like. Y'all just came up in my house and left y'all shoes on with mud on them. When y'all come in the house, y'all got to push like. Come on, people. And I hope y'all watching 4 videos a day. Please. Come on. I said 2. I need 4 now. Shoot, I'm being greedy. I ain't asking for no money. I'm asking for some love, some favor. Can y'all give me favor? And yes, I show videos on my laptop because I don't know how to edit. Damn it. I ain't gonna lie. And David started working and won't help me. He said I'm a bad student. So until I get everything in control, because I'm taking AI classes, I'm doing everything. Y'all, I'm finna learn everything I can learn in the next 12 months. But right now, y'all got to be patient with me. It's bootleg. I hope y'all can hear it. But push the button. Just tap the screen twice. That's all you got to do. You ain't got to look for nothing if I'm live. If the live is over with, it's the 3 dots with the white thumbs up. Show me some love.
Black people are saying something's not right about this story. They feel like 47's behind it. And that's what
Right.
Carrie's moving to.
And then I got some clips because I want you to see him in action, the things he has said about black people and minorities, and the hatred he had in him. So that would help explain why, when I heard about it, my feeling was simply this. Aww. Because, nobody got time for this. And he don't care about minorities. He don't care about kids. Now, he got 2 kids. He's an advocate, and he, with that Uvalde thing, that pow in there, he said, well, it's necessary for us to keep our Second Amendment rights to carry GUNs. You see what I'm saying? Like, nobody should expect Perry to have empathy for somebody who don't give it to others.
Well, can you answer to the question for the other side? A life is.
What do y'all think about that, what he just said? He said, don't expect Perry to have empathy for someone who didn't give empathy. How do you feel about it? Would you give empathy to someone who could care less about you? I'm not saying don't pray for them, because it say pray for your enemy and pray for the people that hate you. That's what make you a bigger person. It's easy to pray for people you love. I'm not saying don't pray for them. I'm saying, do you supposed to give empathy to someone that wants you to die? Thank you, Maria. I do the best I can, love. I'm kind of bootleg right now, baby. Please be patient with me. But do you expect empathy or give empathy? For example, if you out in a grocery store and you see a Karen slap the hell out of somebody, bow, and then somebody slap them back, you supposed to feel sorry for Karen? She didn't have no empathy for the person she just slapped. But if the person slapped her teeth out of her mouth, do you supposed to be like, oh my God, why did you do that? Or would you say that's what your ass get? You reap what you sow. I mean, for real. How do you feel about that? I see y'all debating against each other. I like that. It's conversation. We ain't debating. It's just all good in game. Conversation. Keep it clean. Barry, you can go out of here with your nonsense. Charlie was very empathetic. No, he said on his own platform, I don't have empathy. So you're lying. I don't like liars on my platform. He said it out of his own mouth. He don't have empathy. And you go sit here and lie and say he had a lot of empathy. What's wrong with you? Are you delusional? I mean, damn, where's y'all common sense at? I don't care what political party you down for. I don't care what president you dislike. Damn it, where's your common sense? Where is the God in you? That's what I want to know. I need to know where the God in people. I'm tired of all this, the right, the left. You know what it is, y'all? Just think about this. It's the blue and the red, right? Guess what that is? That's the Crip and the Bloods. Gang banging. That's all it is gang banging. And y'all say gangs is bad. What is these politicians doing? They starting rivals among the blue and the red. They gang banging out here in the White House with politics. How y'all gonna tell these kids don't gang bang when they watching gang banging on the news every day? It's time. What did the Republicans say the other day? White man fight back. White man fight back. Cause that ain't gang banging. Who you finna fight? And why you finna fight? This American soil. We supposed to be fighting each other in America. Are y'all freaking kidding me? And y'all find that normal? So they ain't no different than the Crips and the Bloods. Boot up, let's go. Retaliation. But I just want to ask the people that was yelling, chanting, white man fight back. First of all, who the hell you finna fight? Because your own people did it. And second, what you mean fight back? Do you not know every war, I just said that, every war we didn't have, every destruction we didn't have, this nation being stole, the Statue of Liberty identity was changed, Jesus' color was changed, the Indians' land was took from them, a lot of Indians died, slavery came from Caucasian folks. So who the hell need to fight back? How you fighting back when you the one been the destruction of everything? I mean, damn, shouldn't we be chatting fight back? This don't make no damn sense to me. Who the hell y'all, how y'all victims? Somebody tell me, how the hell you a victim? And then you calling people criminals when millions and millions of people died by your hands and your ancestors' hands. That's why y'all don't like talk about slavery. Y'all forgot all the people that died doing slavery. Are you kidding me? Let me go on. Shit.
Life. And free speech is free speech. What do you say to those people?
No, I agree. I said that when I opened it up. I said, no, I don't condone that. No, it shouldn't be happening to people like that. People shouldn't be deported, treated like trash like that. There's a lot of things I don't agree with. I don't agree with that. But I'm just saying simply because it happened, hey, it's just another thing that happened. And it's not from the people that's thinking like me. I think when they said that they had found the person, at first they had the person who did it, and now they out giving speeches.
Okay. Raymond said black passive is the problem. Fight back. So Raymond, I'll take you a white person. You forgot everything your ancestors had done. You forgot about the school pop-house. You forgot about the serial killers. You forgot about Ted Bundy. What's the Hannibal name that was eating brown people? You forgot about slavery when they was throwing thousands of people shackled together over in the ocean. You forgot about your people cutting babies out of women's wombs when they were a male child, feeding them to the alligator. You forgot about them putting people on trees by rope and having a barbecue celebrating life leaving somebody's body. You forgot about all that, huh? So fight back who? Raymond. Well, what would Jesus say about what you're saying? But guess what? He about to fight our battles. And he said before the end of time, the head would be the tail and the tail would be the head. He also said, my people shall suffer the more. What race of people suffer more than any other races walking this land? The black man. But God is returning with a vengeance. Stand by, Raymond. Make sure you go get your popcorn and your Pepsi. Because God is not done. He just getting started.
I'm going to have all these people. We going to find whoever find Bin Laden. We going to find him. The person who did this. You didn't give a shit when the senator of Minnesota and her husband was pow-powed. None of this.
Right.
You didn't send out that person who found Bin Laden. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like a lot. And it's frustrating me that people want sympathy. Yes, it's sad somebody lost their life. Granted, I got that. It's also sad when these...
First of all, Sharky, you about to get blocked because my name ain't Lady. My name is Nina, and I will hurt your soul on this channel. Stop comparing about What did you say? Ancestry, history. How come I can't? Oh, you don't want to hear that you're a criminal. You a killer. Your ancestors destroyed people. Your ancestors is white collar criminals who stole from the Indians. Y'all tricked the Indians out their land by feeding them alcohol, and they became diabetics and was dying off. And white men were having babies by the Indian women so they can have part of the land, so they can reproduce, so they can have ownership, and then kill the mothers. You forgot about that? I will hurt your soul on my channel. You got me all messed up. My name is Nina, and don't you ever forget it. Respect me on my shit, or you can get the hell on, you heathen. You got me twisted.
Schools be pow, and a lot of people lose their life. They don't want to even lower the flag for that, but now they want to lower the flag for this racist. That's what I got a problem with. I got a problem with that. And at the end of the day, people, and this is what I'm gonna tell y'all. And I told my wife yesterday, I said it's a bigger picture. It's a big.
I'm gonna block her in a minute, Maria, but I want her to get schooled today.
I can't say it. I'm just well. It's just
she need to hear the truth. Probably live in a trailer park with a bunch of cats.
He's gonna be looking all around. Start looking within the White House itself. Look there, because it's a problem here. And let me show y'all this clip. These people were standing behind him, and it's sort of odd of their hand movements and their tips. So
their body gestures.
And body gestures and stuff. It's almost like somebody giving a signal. You about ready to ask them this question? Oh, that question's coming up. Well, get ready. You got your sights on them.
But I want to be very clear. You feel that these people were in on a plot, and they were giving signals to the power.
Right.
The triggerman. That's what you're saying.
I will give you space to say I could be wrong, but I'm telling you, I'm going to show you this clip, and you make up your own decision. And I thought about this before I even seen this.
Here's a list of stuff your car insurance company does, but...
Hold on, y'all. Let me turn this around while I can't show this commercial. Actually, I can show it. I just can't make it out loud. Hold on. There we go. I wish I could watch y'all commercial. Cheral, I will show respect later.
Over the last 10 years, counting or not counting.
Okay. Perry is showing videos now. Watch very closely right here. You see the security guard in the black? Watch what he do with his arms, and watch the guy in the white hat, how he grab his hat and then twist his ear. Y'all gonna tell me this wasn't a sign? Let me pull this closer so y'all can see it. Watch what they do.
Okay. Now, did y'all see? Okay, watch this one guy.
So pointed out, Charlie's in the white, and there's going to be a guy in the black. You're accusing the guy of the black of giving a signal.
Okay. Yeah, right now, Charlie's sitting down. You see the guy with the white baseball cap on?
Yes.
Watch what he do with his hat.
Okay.
It's almost like a pitcher would nod to his catcher. I'm about ready to do something. It's like a signal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
Do you know how many mass shooters there have been in America over the last...
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back.
He grabbed his hat and his ear.
His cap, bend down to his elbow a little bit, and then come back to his ear.
Do you know how many mass shooters there have been in America over the last 10 years? Counting or not counting gang violence? Great.
Now, the guy in the black, go ahead, sorry.
No, go ahead. No, I'm saying either they giving hand sign, the death, like they ain't doing this.
Mm-hmm.
They doing something else. Now, what they doing, I seriously don't know, but it's suspect to me.
Remember, Perry is a soldier. He's from the military like my daddy was. So they know about signals. They know about sharpshooters. They know this military stuff. That's why Cheral let her military husband speak. You had to learn this stuff in the military. That was a professional hit. A kid didn't do that. Do y'all understand me? I think that they making this boy be the fall man because he's not even participating. He's not cooperating with the police. I think his daddy sacrificed him to say he did it. And guess what? He gonna eventually end up out of jail and nobody gonna know about it. Probably in another country. They just want to make it look good. You hear what I'm saying? I believe this was a military sharpshooter that did this. They do everything else Uncle D told them to do. Why not?
Yeah, the guy in the black, definitely. Play it one more time.
Watch the guy in the black.
And somebody said that wasn't a signal. They just wanted to be done. Well, I mean, maybe. Like I said, I'm just giving you my opinion. I want people to think how they want to see it.
Do you know how many mass shooters there have been in America over the last 10 years? Counting or not counting gang violence? Correct.
And right after this, that's when the pow pow would happen. And then the crazy part about it, when right after that, 47 responded quick. It was so quick as if it was already.
This is what I'm talking about. Perry and I think alike. I said the exact same thing before Perry said it. 47 responded instantly. He had a whole speech ready. And I mean, it was professional. He don't even have that kind of common sense when he talking about the war or anything else. He just sit there. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. I'm so smart. He don't even have a speech ready for that kind of stuff. But this, he had a whole speech ready within an hour. Like it was rehearsed. Like it was pre-written. Did y'all hear him speak about it? When I heard him, I said, He had that ready too fast. Something ain't right. He knew this was about to happen.
Pretty prepared to give these speeches and all this stuff. And people are convinced that MAGA just basically sacrificed this guy. Now, whether it's true or not, I don't know. Now, I'll be the first one to take it out. I don't know. But
I'm from Michigan,
Joy.
Joy.
The person who feels like that. A lot of black people are saying that.
Because with all these things, look, in the past, a lot of people have been pow-powed while in office and all this stuff, right? But how many had these multiple attempts and come out unscathed? Unless a person was setting it up for attention.
Hold on, y'all.
Yes. About
So you're telling me that it's not healthy
Hold on,
to obsess
people.
over your partner?
I'm sorry, my daughter trying to call me right in the middle of the damn video. Irritating.
it's like, people pass away every day. But I'm not going to drop a tear for a racist person that have no empathy for nobody else. Not kids, definitely not minorities. And then here he is right now saying basically blacks were better off in slavery. And now because the crime is really high today, that at least back then it was no crime. No, the only crime was committed was the one by Massa. But
Y'all hear that? This the person y'all want everybody to have empathy for. And if you say something bad about him, you might lose your job. He said blacks were better off in slavery because back then it wasn't that many crimes. But like Perry just said, oh yes it was. You guys were committing the crimes, but you just don't talk about it. Massa was committing the murders and the hangings and the pow-pows and the whippings and throwing babies to alligators. You just don't talk about your crime. That's why you don't want black history in school no more. Now, if you're not ashamed of what you did to black people, why the teacher can't teach you no more? If you're proud and everything went the way it was supposed to go back then, you brag about everything else. Why you ain't bragging about that? Oh, no, you don't want people to hear your dirt. No, but you want to talk about Dr. King and what he didn't do. What about what Master did do? You don't want the kids to know that. So take it out. We don't want nobody to know our dirt. We just go, you know what? We just go forget about that part of life. One of the biggest parts of life is slavery. We're going to forget about that. Let bygones be bygones. Man, shut up.
He really said that?
I'm about to play you this clip right now.
Oh my God.
Actually better in the 1940s. It was bad, it was evil, but what happened? Something changed.
Hold on.
This shows they were actually better in the 1940s. It was bad, it was evil, but what happened? Something changed. They committed less crimes.
Maybe they were afraid.
Did you see the white woman's face when he said that shit? Now, he talked to a black student at a college.
I mean, 4,000 black men, women, and children were killed
Okay, so
in
that's-
violent lynch mobs.
That's your explanation, but I guess...
Racial
so
terror
black
permeated
America-
American culture for hundreds of years.
Black America is
You don't
worse than
think
it has been
that
in the last
affected
80 years.
the generational psyche of an entire group of
Oh,
people?
I'm sure it did. I'm not discounting that. I'm just...
He said Black America has been worse than it has been in 80 years. And what about white people, sir?
Right.
How they? I mean, well,
He said black America. Let me, there's some white people here watching me that's kind of racist. Let me, kind of slap you in the face with some reality. How many school pow-pows were black? Wasn't that just in, Texas when all those kids died with their teacher? That wasn't no black man. Wasn't that a white kid that went into the church and deleted like 8 black people? Wasn't it a white kid that went in the grocery store in the hood and killed elderly people? Wasn't it Jeffrey Dahmer, a white man that was eating black folks? Wasn't it Ted Bundy that was deleting women and sleeping with corpses? Wasn't it Charlie Manson and his girls running around here deleting folks, shaving their head bald, and they were saying Jesus Christ told them to do it? Wasn't it a white man in Waco that had a cult and had all them people that died and burned? Wasn't it white people that was over slavery? I got delusional. But we got the worst crime. Did y'all not know white men kill their wives every day too? And they don't just kill their wives, they cut them up because of money. And they kill the children too. Did y'all know some of Pookie and Ray Ray? White men beat their wives too. And y'all always say his favorite thing is most black people bad because they don't have their daddy in their home. I know a whole lot of daddies in the home. And guess what? You know why the black father not in the home? Because of the white man law. I'll give you sexually medicated food stamps if you make James Evans leave. You broke up the black home and then complain that the black home is broken. However, you let Peter and Karen stay together on Section 8 medicated food stamps. You know how many Caucasian families I know with the father in the house and they on the system, but James Evans can't be on the system. You know how many white girls that I mentor and they on a crug, they don't have their kids. Their fathers and their uncles craped them, took their bodies. Their mothers sold them to people. The woman out there working 2 jobs while the lazy white boy at home. Stop acting like this don't happen in your community, because I know people personally that it happens to. So I'm sick of the lies. And I want y'all to remember this, people that's watching me. When have black folks been able to chill and somebody just give us something? So when they call us lazy, we can't be lazy. We had to work for everything we ever received. They're not giving us nothing. They even lie about the great inventions that happened in this world. I seen 47 talking about America's so great and all the things that didn't happen and the inventors in this world that invented this and invented that, from the refrigerator to the stoplight. He was bragging on it. But he never said a black man was the one that invented it. Everything we have, we get stolen from us like Black Wall Street. We had our own community. We had our own schools. We had our own black millionaires. We had our own banks. Y'all bombed it several times. Y'all forgot that it was a white men that killed a kid named Emmett Till because he allegedly whistled at a white woman. But we the criminals. Y'all beat a kid 13 unrecognizable that was visiting his uncle in the South from Chicago. But Chicago so bad. He was down south when he got mutilated. Stop playing with me, man.
I'm talking to the person no longer here. But like the crazy part is this. Do you still have the same feeling about the person in office that's running the country? Like, you such full of shit and it's racism, but you got a lot of this and not, and here's all white people come out and say the same thing. He's just straight up racist. And then he goes from there, Cheral, then he comes back to want to talk about black women themselves, saying they don't have the brain to process anything.
Listen, black woman.
He said that?
Yeah, I'm already just show you that too.
And Michelle Obama and Sheila Jackson Lee and Ketanji Brown Jackson were affirmative action picks, we would have been called racist. But now they're coming out and they're saying it for us. They're coming out and they're saying, I'm only here because of affirmative action. Yeah, we know. You do not have the brain processing power to otherwise be taken really seriously.
Now, he said, now, he's not joking.
I know.
This is coming from his heart.
Mm-hmm.
You had to go steal a white person's slot to go be taken somewhat seriously. Play cut 52.
And why did it have to be a white person slot? You could have said if they don't have the brain power, you had to be given a smarter person spot. See, it's all these things, and then he'll get.
You see how he thought white people were smarter than black people? A white person slot. What made these people think this is their world? Everything belongs to them. He think black folks are in the positions they in because they have to hire so many black people. And he know damn well that was a lie. And this is the same man who said they want to get rid of the education system. Like his uncle, 47. They said college is a scam. You know why? Because most of these people are not educated. And they mad about like people like Michelle Obama, Kamala. They mad about these people that got the education. So now they don't want education no more. We don't have education. And we don't want y'all smarter than us. But they forgot black people taught themselves how to read when they were slaves. Y'all forgot about Harriet Tubman, how she led the slaves, over 200 people, to safety, to freedom, without a map. I think they forgot how smart God's people is.
Then to maybe later throwing out them people, stuff like that.
Let's keep going.
If you are sleeping like this, don't. It wrecks your back. Obstructed.
Commercial. Barry said, you are a trip. Have a nice day. The truth pierce your soul, Barry. I know. Night, boo-boo. Polar stink. Go somewhere under your little hole. Take your dog with you and go to bed for the day. I know you about to cry in the car. I gotta wait till the commercial over, y'all.
Day as a clear recipient of affirmative action, particularly in higher education. I may have been admitted on affirmative action, both in terms of being a woman and a woman of color, but I can declare that I did not graduate on affirmative action. This is my personal story.
I hear because of action affirmative. She can't even say that. We know. It's very obvious to us that you were not smart enough to be able to get it on your own. I couldn't make it on my own, so I needed to take opportunities from someone more deserving. You know, this is how arrogant Joy Reid and Ketanji Brown Jackson and Michelle Obama and Sheila Jackson Lee are. They're so narcissistic.
He said to take it from someone more qualified, which he said is a white woman. He was delusional as hell.
They think this is persuasive. They think, oh, of course, that's why we need affirmative action. Because you have impressed us with your brilliance.
You know why we needed affirmative action if y'all don't understand why? Because of racists like him. That's why we need it. Because if we didn't have it, even educated black people wouldn't have employment. So they had to make it a law to force them to hire educated people. So do y'all understand why now?
All right.
Of course.
Is that the end
Oh
of it?
no, imagine the world without Joy Reid. Imagine the world without Sheila Jackson Lee or Michelle Obama or Ketanji Brown Jackson. They think this is persuasive.
Imagine a world without racists like yourself. Imagine that. And that's all I'm going to play from that cut. But I'm telling you, people, this guy is just a trip. And this is like a little antic in how he gets down when he going to these college campuses all across the country debating, you know, downplaying minorities and stuff like that. But here we go. This is a little clip of his anger.
Like a capitalist every single day,
Hey,
Shank.
guys.
I live as a capitalist, okay? I live what I believe. What do? I get charity every single year.
Hold on.
What's my
Charlie,
salary?
Charlie.
Less than his.
Charlie, take it
Come on,
easy.
Shank, let's go.
Charlie, take it.
Look at Charlie want to fight.
This guy look like he might be like Japanese descent or something. And you notice the term he keep calling him.
I live like a capitalist every single day,
Hey,
Shank.
guys.
I live as a capitalist, okay? I live what I believe. What do? I get charity every
He
single
called
year.
him a shink.
What's my salary? Less than his.
Charlie, take
Come on,
it easy.
Shank, let's go.
Shank.
Now, that's why I'm saying, and then people expect Perry to come up.
Now I want to say this real quick. The Hispanics, the Asians, the Indians, most of you dislike black people. And y'all want to be part of the Caucasians. It make you feel important. Guess what? Did y'all not get the memo they don't like y'all asses? Do you know they don't like y'all? I told y'all that story about me and a Hispanic woman. They dislike Hispanics more than they dislike black people, y'all. Y'all didn't get the memo. See, the Hispanics messed around and found out. Y'all talked all that mess. I wouldn't dare vote for a black woman. And soon as 47 got in the office, he sent all y'all asses right about the country. I just seen a video. He just throwing y'all on trucks like y'all a bag of potatoes. They don't give a damn about you. And he just called the Asian man a shink. And these the people that you want to be around and go in doctor's office and dentist's office. Them Hispanic girls, they think they white girls, y'all. What? They pissed off black people talking to them. What? I'm gonna keep Uncle D on speed dial. As soon as I find somebody that think they white, they ain't white, I'm calling on y'all asses. Yep, I'm telling. I'm gonna snitch.
On here and cry a river. Well, I'm gonna tell you something. Perry ain't crying at all, right? Now, should that happen to a person for their own beliefs? No. It was nobody from the minority community sent nobody to do this. But it's not like we're gonna make it some kind of holiday because he's no longer here. It's just not gonna happen.
They wanted to.
So I get that. I get that. A lot of black people are mad. But there's even a bigger story behind that. The story is they're saying that 47 had something to do with it, and he's using it, that he sacrificed Charlie for this Epstein story.
What I tell y'all? It's coming out. Man, God has spoken. Didn't I tell y'all this was a sacrifice when I first saw the damn video? Everybody thought, Nina, you be tripping. I said, just watch. Ain't no way in the hell out of all these years Charlie was running around here saying the stuff he was saying out of all these years. Nobody touched this man. As soon as he said, I hope Perry show it. You know, Charlie said he want the Epstein file exposed and the people need to judge what's going on. And next thing you know, pop, Charlie was gone.
Well,
Because those are the rumors that are going around. It goes deep. They're saying that he staged his own. Remember, he got pow in the ear during the campaign trail, and they're saying that he doesn't care who it affects if they lose their life or not. If he needs a big enough distraction, he will do that. Now, that's a
Yep, I think it was staged because the same bodyguard that was behind Charlie with the black on, he the same one was on there with 47 when he popped out in the ear. And Joy, you absolutely correct. How I feel the same way. She said Charlie, in her opinion, wanted to be black. Yes, it's several videos with Charlie on there with Candace Owens singing R. Kelly. They dancing to black music, and he acting like he a brother. I really think Charlie wanted a black girl. You know what I'm saying? See, Candace wanted a white man. But I really think Charlie wanted Candace. That was his best friend. But he sung black music, R&B every chance he got. I'm surprised they ain't gonna find a video with Charlie in some shorts in the closet talking about where them fans at. He loved us. You know how you love somebody so much you can't stand them, but behind closed doors you singing, "You remind me of my Jeep" with Candace Owens. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he loved us. He really did.
very, 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 very serious allegation. Okay, but according to the rumors, a group of women got together that were victims of Epstein, and they said they're going to start coming out with their own stories of what happened.
and they should.
The rumor is that he was good friends with Epstein. He also was a client, and he allegedly was with a 12-year-old minor.
Wow.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
Real quick, y'all, what they talking about? I thought she was 14. A young girl said that 47 broke her virginity. And she's speaking out. She's grown now. She spoke out the other day. And she said that she was crying to her friend. I don't know why she was on the island, how she was on the island. But she cried to her friend and said that, what if I get pregnant? And Epstein overheard her. And he said, you would get an abortion, bitch. And she's a kid. Now, what was her mom? That's another thing. When all is said and done, these mamas need to be charged. Even in Hollywood. These mothers need to be charged. Even with the R. Kelly case. These mothers and fathers need to be charged. Because evidently you sold your kids to the industry, to grown men, for money and fame and positions. How do you not know your 14, your 12-year-old is over at an island where they reported kidnapped, where they reported missing? And most of these girls is talking about the Epstein list. They wanted to be actresses and models. Just like Tyra Banks. It's coming out her mama did it too, allegedly. And I thought Mama Banks was following behind Tyra to keep her safe. And no, it's coming out that she was watching the contracts and making sure everything go accordingly. Like a pimp.
Look, I feel like it's a bigger thing. Like, I think he's trying to cause conflict. He's trying to send a signal. Boys, it's time. You know about that certain day.
What are you talking about? He's trying to send a signal to who?
Out to his boys. It's time to set it off. He's trying to infuriate them. Okay. He's doing everything to get minorities, blacks, to come out to the street. He tried it with all the deportations, all these different things. Well, let me.
Can't show that, y'all. Out loud. I don't like taking credit from Perry and Cheral for their commercials. Hold on.
To where
So let me tell everybody what you're talking about. What Perry's talking about is Perry has another channel where he talks about this. A couple months ago, he was caught on a tape saying that he was talking to the farmer.
Joy said Charlie never graduated from college. You shitting me, Joy. He didn't. So that's why he mad. Well, he ain't nothing now. I'm sorry. Rest in peace, Charlie. But that's why he was mad. Wow. So he hated people that was educated. When y'all want to know what the true definition of a hater is, just listen to your oppressor.
The farmers were upset because they said that the undocumented workers ran their business, in so many words.
Community college at that. Jesus.
And the leader said, well, his plan was to get black people to do it. He wanted.
Real quick, y'all, since we talking about Charlie College. Now it's making sense to me. I thought this was an educated white guy. This why he went and debated college students, because he was hating on them. That's why he was going to college going to deal with these kids, because he was hating on them. He was mad they was educating themselves in school, and he wanted to delete education because he couldn't finish community college. Y'all gotta be kidding me. Don't tell me. Y'all better not tell me that's why. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all.
Black people to go, pick strawberries or whatever in the farms, and they were really mad at him. This was a closed conversation that he didn't think would get out to the public. So they're saying that he did things to try to get black people to riot, to come out in the streets, and he can lock them up. Once you're locked up,
wow,
we're going to put you in the fields. Perry didn't make this part up.
Wow.
This is true. And he was caught on tape saying, and I wish you would have told me you were going to talk about that, because I have the tape. He was caught saying that, and he said he tried, but they didn't come out. He thought that we were going to team with the Hispanics and do these massive protests. So that's what Perry's talking about. He said on a live wire, he didn't know it was live, that his plan was to get the black people to go work in the fields on the farms, and he was going to do it.
Yeah, y'all hear that? 47, which is y'all president, plan was to send Jesus and his cousins them back home because they was taking black jobs. And to him, black jobs was being in the field like slavery. I don't know if he got is he senile or he ain't been paying attention, but black folks has elevated over the years. We don't be in the field. Half black men don't like cutting their own damn yard. They hire somebody. They hire Jesus them to cut their yard. We didn't elevate it since then. So I don't know who told him wrong that we were finna go out there and pick some cotton, some strawberries, some grapes, some corn. Who? I guess y'all didn't know about the YNs. I think that's why he's messing with the YNs over in Chicago. And I renamed them to young men. I ain't calling them YNs. They YMs to me. He messing with them because he want them to keep the crops. So he feel like if I make them act a fool and we lock them up, we can make them slaves again. Because we have shackles on them, they gonna be in hard labor. So that's his plan to make the YMs act a fool in Chicago. Do y'all get it now? That's why I told them, y'all don't fall into that mess. When the troops show up, stay in the house. Go out of town, homeschool. Just stay out their way. Make it a ghost town in Chicago. They only gonna be there a week or two. They can't afford to stay long. He just tried to get the Mexicans, the Hispanics, and the blacks to get out there and riot so he can lock us all up. And guess what black people said? Ain't our fight, boss. Ain't our fight, boss. Just like when my daddy was in the military way back in World War II. Guess what he said? I ain't gonna call them what my dad used to call them. The Asians, and they used to say, the Asians. Black man, go home. This not your fight. They was fighting the Caucasian man. But they always had the black man on the front line using the black man to fight their battles. But y'all don't like us. But we always had to keep your crops, take care of your kids, cook your food, and fight your damn battles. But you don't need us. So we ain't around. What your ass gonna do? Huh, boss? What you gonna do, boss? That's why y'all little city y'all have. Let's see how long that lasts. Because Peter and John, y'all John boy, they gonna be fighting each other. Because they gonna be mad their chicken tastes like wood. Quit playing with me.
By locking them up, arresting them, putting them in prison, and then you become free labor. So go ahead, Perry.
Go ahead, Perry.
So you think?
Go ahead.
So I wanted to know why do you think he would unalive somebody just to get black people to protest?
Right now, no, at this point, he don't try that part. He don't move on. Because if you haven't noticed, everything he's tried has went to shit.
Yep.
Okay?
Everything tried,
There's a
failed.
lot of pressure on him, too. Ain't nothing going well.
Nothing.
He ain't made nothing great again.
Nothing.
It just ain't happened. People are starting to change their minds, so he's trying to refocus them to something else, to hatred. He's trying to cause an uprising. He's wanting certain group of people to think they're being attacked.
Right.
But how, and listen, I'm just playing devil's advocate. I have not told anybody my opinion because I've learned just report the story. Now, Perry's a different person, so I'm just reporting the story. You think that he would sacrifice a person's life?
Yes.
Just to start locking up black people?
Well,
and how would that happen with?
I don't think he sacrificed his life to make them hate black folks. Well, that's part of it. But the main part is to keep the damn story off of him. You know what I'm saying? I think that was the main reason why. But of course, why not use the black people as your fall guy? He want white folks to think we're their enemy and we're not. And I don't understand white folks, Caucasian people, if you're watching me, please make this make sense. How you hate us when you guys made us slaves? And then y'all say, you never was a slave. I'm whatever my ancestors were. I'm a product of my great-great-great-great-grandmother. So whatever she endured, I endured. You know what I'm saying? So stop acting like black folks wasn't affected by what happened to their ancestors. And it's still going on. Segregation wasn't that long ago, y'all. Didn't I tell you my parents, when they came up north for work, they wasn't lazy. When they came up north for work, chasing work from Jackson, Mississippi, it was white and black only faucets. My parents went through segregation. So stop saying what my ancestors didn't endure. My parents endured this shit. I just happened to have a mama that was a rebel. My mama didn't give a damn. You hear me? My dad was more passive because he had that military structure in him. But Miss Ophelia, named Frankie, she didn't play. Actually, my mother got kicked out of the South. Let me tell you real quick, and I'm going to go back to Perry. An officer put her and my daddy over. This is why they were married. They were just dating. And he was probably a little bit fresh out the military. They grabbed my father and slammed his face on the hood of the car and bust his face open for no reason. Where you going, boy? My mother jumped out the car. She grabbed the little white officer boy around his tie and punched his ass in the throat. He was over there choking, dying. His partner had to grab her. And just before they began or tried to beat my mother, the sheriff pulled up on his horse. This is how old it was back then. He pulled up on his horse. He said, wait a minute, what are you doing? That's Wilson Johnson gal. Wilson Johnson was my grandpa. Wilson Johnson owned most of the farmland down there. They called him Big Money Will. My grandpa had money. They would buy stuff from my grandpa because he had one of the biggest farmlands down there. And guess what? My grandpa didn't play. They feared Wilson Johnson. So the sheriff said, hey, wait, that's Wilson Johnson, gal. They took my mama to my grandpa. My mama still was mad, looking like Miss Sophia the color purple with her fist balled up, my daddy said. She still wanted to whoop his ass. And he said, your gal gotta leave Mississippi before they kill her. Because she run around here beating up my officers, Wilson. So my grandpa paid my daddy to bring my mama up north with him when he was leaving. And don't let her come back. So we only came down there to visit. And every time we went to Mississippi to visit, they used to be like, your mama don't play. Everybody in the South knew my mama down there. Your mama don't play. She didn't give a damn. My mama said, I would die. I would die before I let you kill me. I would die killing each and every one. I would beat everybody's ass. Kill me. She said, but I'm going to die for a reason. And I'm going to take a few of y'all with me. And on their way up here, guess what else my mama did, y'all? My daddy said they pulled at a stop to go to the bathroom and get something to eat. They had to eat out the vending machine because they weren't allowed in restaurants at this time. He said my mother got out and she looked at the faucets. It said white only and blacks. He said he was looking at her like, don't do it, Miss Sophia, don't do it. She went over there and sucked on the white faucet and said, I wonder what white folks' water tastes like. And she tasted it. She said, oh, it's kind of warm. I don't like that water any damn way. So she went over to the black faucet, filled her cup up, and they got in the car and hurried up and left. My daddy said, oh my God, your mama crazy. But my mother, she wasn't playing that shit. She wasn't playing that shit.
Charlie.
Okay, I'm saying this.
Hey everyone, wanted to tell you about one of the best deals we have going on the internet.
Hold up, y'all. Here we go.
Like certain incidents can set off a community. He want his community to feel like they're being attacked, so they can attack back.
What do you say to the other side that says that's absolutely crazy? What do you say to them?
I mean, I would just say it's sort of crazy for people, for somebody to be that, the person we talking about, to have all these attempts on them and none of them was successful.
Are you saying you didn't believe what happened on the campaign trail with his ear?
Oh, hell no.
Listen. No, I don't believe none of that.
Me either.
He's a actor, right? And what I'm saying is, and when you said that, do you think he'll put somebody else in harm's way? In my opinion, he already has. With them other attempts, it was victims, true victims. He don't care. He don't care about nobody but the billionaire club and himself, right?
That's right.
He don't care about the people, the women that was taken advantage of in those files. He don't care about none of that. He's trying to make a stage. He want to change the topic. He want to make this an uprising.
That's right, Joy.
You remember in January, what happened in January? That people march down and cause havoc. He's trying to create this thing where people cause havoc. That's what he's trying to do. I'm trying to watch how I say this.
Shit starter.
But
Please.
that's what I think he's trying to do. His other methods ain't work. So now,
Sorry, I'm coughing.
let's amplify it. Let's,
Okay.
sensationalize it.
And you stand firm in your decision that Charlie wasn't aware of any of this and he really was sacrificed?
Yeah. Now one thing I can say about the races, he wasn't stupid. Ain't nobody gonna go and do that. He was unaware, but he thought he was in the club. You only in the club until they no longer need you.
Do y'all believe that? I've been saying that for the longest. Charlie Kirk was the Ray J of politics. Charlie Kirk is Ray J. He they go boy, he they front runner, he the one with the mouth, and they backing him, making him a million. They get him the bare minimum like they get Ray J. He was worth $12 million when he died. But he part of the billionaire club. But he only worth $12 million. And soon as stuff started getting the heat was getting too hot. Who can we sacrifice to change the narrative of this shit. Let's sacrifice Charlie. People don't like his ass no way. I'm just saying, I'm just imagining what they were saying. I ain't saying this. They don't like him no way. And then it's going to look like the blacks did it because he always talked about the black people. Even though he was singing R. Kelly behind the scene. I really believe if some of us would have got a hold of Charlie and whispered in Charlie's ear and be like, hey, Charlie, we got an after party going on. We want you to check out the after party and tell us how you feel about it. I believe if Charlie would have came to the after party, Charlie would have been on his damn tour debating with some dreadlocks, a black and mild, sitting there with Snoop Dogg talking shit. I believe his whole demeanor would have changed. If we would have invited him to one of the after parties, oh, Charlie's wife would have been mad at us. If we would have introduced Charlie to a big booty BBL black girl, oh, Charlie's whole attitude would have changed. Jesus. I think that's what he was mad about. He wanted a black woman. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. I done pissed y'all off.
What do you say to people call you crazy and say you're the one stirring up trouble? Somebody just lost their life, and you are not empathetic to that. What do you say to those people?
Right. I'm saying, and I'm
Hey,
explaining myself.
Fitzwell.
I'm not gonna be have sympathy for nobody, whether here or gone, when they don't have sympathy for others, and especially a racist. I'm just not. Now, would I personally do it to the racist? No. Nobody's sending nobody out to do it, but I have no sympathy for it. And it could be a few more, and I would not drop a tear.
Why should you?
That's all I'm saying.
Why should you?
This is going to be very controversial. As far as his family and stuff, my condolences go out to them. I've learned to report things very neutral because I'm not a debate channel where Perry will go on with you. I'm tired of doing that. So nobody deserves to have their family member die.
Thank you,
He said
Teresa.
some crazy shit, though.
For real, my sympathy do go out to the kids. The kids didn't have nothing to do with this.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
No, they didn't.
I do know how to separate things. A wife, not so much, because she knew what he was about and probably was the same way. I don't know.
All right, now.
I totally agree. I feel bad for the babies. They so cute. They innocent. They probably would never really remember their dad besides what they go see on TV. And I really want to know what they go think about their dad as they get older. I hope those kids grow into their own identity and don't be brainwashed by politics. So they can ask their mother this. Mom, why did dad say that about black people? Mom, why did dad say that about black women? I hope they have their own common sense as they get older and question, why did the dad say that? And I hope they look at the video and say, you know what? I believe that the president at that time did something to my father. But the wife, absolutely, Perry. I feel bad that she lost her husband, but guess what? She was going on with the agenda. Your wife is supposed to be your backbone. Your wife is supposed to be the person to keep you from jumping in front of a semi-truck. Because sometimes men don't think right. You know, their arrogance take over, their ego, and your wife supposed to be your level head. She should have said, okay, honey, I know how you feel, but come on, babe. Don't do that. Even though I'm not a black woman, I'm a woman. And I'm also my sister keeper. I don't like you saying that about women. Because just not too long ago, we weren't able to vote or do anything. Not just black women, white women. So don't do that, babe. I don't agree with you about segregation and slavery. Don't talk about that. Talk about stuff going on right now. That's a little ignorant, okay, honey? No, she agreed with it. She let her husband fall over into the lion's den if she don't want to believe it or not. She didn't protect her husband. I'd be like, I don't care who putting you out there with this agenda. You're my husband and you're these kids' father and your safety means everything to me. And I'm not going to stand by and let you get killed doing stuff for the Republican Party agenda. No, not on my clock. And if you continue to do it, I will leave you. She didn't say that. The money meant something. The fame meant something. And she sat there in the front row like Malcolm X's wife, like Coretta Scott King, and supported her husband movement. And guess what? Those women too watched their husbands die. Yeah, Malcolm X was, how many times was he Paw? Probably 30 times. And his wife was sitting right there in the front row with her kids. So why you act like this just happened? She the first person this happened to? Did y'all forget about President Kennedy was in the car just waving at the people, and his wife was sitting next to him, and half his face landed in her lap. His brains was on her dress. Y'all forgot that? Stop acting like this is the worst thing you ever seen on TV. This shit is absolutely ridiculous to me, man.
What?
No, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm just basically saying this. To explain to people, no, I mean, it's controversial, and I mean, and what I'm saying may not be true.
Mhm.
But I mean, as far as what I think and how this thing was set up. But I know it wasn't no minority that put this hit out there. I know that.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, you're calling it a hit. Okay. All right.
I'm calling it that too, Perry.
Anyway, so the FBI just released these pictures of it says, what do they call them? Of a person of interest. He looks about, and Charlie was very young. I mean, my goodness.
Yeah, like
Well,
30,
for me,
30.
31 is old, huh?
Yeah, 30, 31.
Oh, let me read this. I forgot about this. Perry has been doing a good insight on what's been happening behind the scenes. This must be a person that also listens to your other channel. Perry does, that's what he do. He talks about stuff. I can't say the word, but this kind of stuff on his channel. So anyway, it says FBI releases photos of a person of interest in the Charlie Kirk powing. This person looks very young.
When my streaming bill hit $180.
Yeah, the person I believe was in his 20s that did it, as they said.
Died from this summer. It says we are seeking for the public's help identifying this person of interest in connection with the fatal powing of Charlie Kirk. And
this what cracks me up. You see this guy? His father saw this picture and allegedly said, "That's my son." His son went to the pastor at a church. He turned himself in with his dad, and they said he did it. And come to find out, allegedly he supposed to be bisexual, and his lover then came out telling the story. Okay. But this guy right here with these glasses on, I don't know if he got a pawpaw in his hand or not. But at this point, he had just put a bullet through Charlie Kirk's neck. And y'all president got on TV and said this was a good kid. He was a good kid from a good family just because of his political party family. So just because you're a Republican and you a murderer, you still a good person. This is who running our country. He can't even be honest with himself to say criminals come in every color, every creed, every race, every political party. No, if you're a Republican and you do pows or deletion of humans, you still a good person. They can use mental illness to get you off. But the black man who apparently plain and simple and plain sight was crazy, that stabbed the white woman on the train, they said he was a monster and he deserved capital punishment. His mama cried out for years for them to help her son. She told the people he was crazy. But now that he did something to one of theirs because they didn't listen to his mother, now he's an animal. No, he's crazy. His mother told you. If a mama telling you something wrong with her kid, you better listen. But this guy, he's not crazy. He's just, a privileged white guy from a good family, and his gay lover persuaded him to do this. You know them rainbow people. They just skittles everywhere they go. They just bad. Them and those black folks and them Hispanics, they're horrible. They get a hold to these Caucasian kids and they might just pow people in their neck. Bad influence people.
Oh, they were at a university, Utah Valley University. Then they give the number and a link if you recognize this person. Looks very young. That's a young person, I'm thinking. Looks, I don't know why I'm saying
He's
that.
innocent.
Young. And child, look at the comments in the comment section. Black people are pissed and they don't care. And they feel this is a setup and you're not dragging us into it. If it was proven not to be a setup, what would you do then, Perry?
Well, I mean, no. What would I do?
I mean, how would you change your opinion? Would you apologize?
It'll never be proven.
Apology. I didn't say it happened. I said it looked suspect.
Yes.
The only thing
yes.
is factual. He was here for a moment.
Now he's gone.
Facts. It was not the black person who did it.
Amen.
That's it. It's not.
That's
me,
facts.
and my opinion of a racist ain't gonna change. And if I didn't give a damn yesterday, if something happened to a racist, I don't give a damn tomorrow.
Let's say that.
I have a question. Say that happened to Roland Martin. He very vocal with his opinion. Dr. Richie's very vocal with his opinion. Dr. Omar, very opinionated. Charleston White. Even just say Obama. Say something happened to one of them the same way. Would the white community be having empathy? Hell no. They would be calling them monsters, thieves, monkeys, what they always do. Do you see how they dog walk George Floyd? They don't care. He got children that's watching them comments. He have siblings that's still watching these comments. They don't care about him at all. But they want us to respect someone bluntly saying they hated black folks. George Floyd, y'all didn't even know him personally. He never gave his opinion. Actually, he had a white woman as a girlfriend. He never said nothing about your race. And y'all hate his guts. This man running around talking about everybody but white folks. And he supposed to be praised. And they lowered the flag halfway in his honor. Like he was an honorable man. Running around here with hate speeches, telling kids don't go to school. What kind of shit is that? You don't need school. School is a myth. Oh, because you in 47 don't have no education. You want everybody else to run around here being stupid. Who encouraged kids don't go to school? Now, I'm not a big advocate about college because I owe $100,000 in school loans. And I learned that you really going to school to be a slave. I'm just being real. You go to school to learn a skill to be a slave for somebody for 30 years. Can I go on vacation, boss? Can I go to my kids program, boss? Can I get a sick day, boss? Just to say you got a title. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not a big person towards school. Let me change that. I'm a big person towards education to learn a skill to start your own shit. You go work for somebody to learn a skill set to eventually get out of that to start your own. And I learned that from a rich prosecutor here in my city. I used to be his banker at the bank. This man had so many zeros in his account and so many accounts from all over everywhere. I said, how can I be you, sir? I'm playing with him. He said, let me tell you, you can't be me standing behind that counter. I said, what that mean? He said, my parents thought the way was to go to school and educate me. And they was right. But I dropped out and started my own firm. He said, when I worked for the state, I made a salary. He said, now I work for myself, I pay people salaries. I have all the zeros I need now. I have my freedom. I don't answer to nobody. So I took my skill set and what I learned from the books and the professors, and I started my own shit. So Miss Mayberry, he said, I want you to do this. Learn everything you can learn and start your own. And that's when you will become me. Yeah.
Charlie was black, and you heard a white person talking like that. Would you be upset?
No.
What you say?
I mean, what you mean, like?
Yeah.
Let's say if the tables would turn, because you're very firm and you don't give a damn about him passing. What if the tables were turned and it was a
okay, put it this way.
white person say they didn't give a damn about a black person?
If this black man was out there saying all these crazy things about white people,
Mhm.
and it's not hidden because it's on his platforms all over. So you can't say you haven't heard the things. If a black person put himself out there, I can understand why a white person wouldn't give a damn. Yeah. No, I'm saying that, yeah. Like, say you said if it was a black person, I can understand why a white person wouldn't care if they was treated a certain way about this black individual. You understand what I'm saying?
Well, you're saying you stand firm in your decision, even if the roles was reversed.
No.
You would feel that they are justified in their feelings.
Hey, if you want to get rid of your beer belly in time for summer,
Sorry about that, y'all. Hold on, we're gonna finish this video up.
Their feelings for this black man if this black man had been doing all these racial things to them. Yes.
Well, okay, y'all. So I'm trying to get in other stories today. This is very interesting. This is an ongoing story. Perry.
Okay, y'all, that's the end of that. I'm turning this around real quick so y'all can see me. How did y'all enjoy that video? I'm gonna be doing more off my laptop until I can figure out how to edit so y'all can see some editing videos so y'all don't have to just watch me the whole damn time. But this is your girl Nina from Unbreakable Strong Woman. I just like speaking facts, the truth, and my own opinion. And if you hate me for my own opinion, you're not an American. It's freedom of speech in this country. You should be able to have a conversation without ready to delete people. You know, that's what make the world go around, different opinions. And take the hate out your heart, because guess what? That hate in your heart go send you to the pit of hell. God don't like ugly. Y'all better get in that word and read it. And all the threats from these heathens, you go do this and we gonna fire you, do that. You know what? God is my provider. You know how many times the devil tried to take stuff from me? And my God said, let him have it. Let him have it. I got something better. You hear me? Until the day I leave this earth, which I promise you, I already talked to Jesus. I'm going to be 150 when I leave here. And I'm still going to have good knees. I already didn't claim it, Jesus. We already had that conversation. And I ain't going to have on no depends, and I'm going to have all my teeth. I'm going to speak the truth. I'm going to love people. I'm going to pray for the people that hate me. And I'm going to dance all the way out of here. And I'm not going to fear no man that bleed like me. Because I am protected with the whole shield of armor. Don't y'all see Michael behind me? Hey, Mike. Y'all know who Mike is, right? Do y'all see him? Y'all don't see Mike? I ain't talking about Michael Jackson either. I'm talking about the Archangel Michael of protection. He all around me. You know what I'm saying? The other angels, they flying too, but Mike is right here. He protects me everywhere I go because I call him. All you gotta do is call on the angels. You ever find yourself in harm's way? Michael, Archangel Michael, I need you. I need you, I need you. I need you. Something about the name Jesus. Call out the name Jesus. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Jehovah Jireh, Jehovah needs you. Peace, peace, be still. You know you can call those things that be not as though they were. You remember when the Lord was on the boat and it got the wave and they thought it was going to turn over and he woke up. They was like, how can he be asleep? Jesus, wake up. We're about to drown. He sat up. I could just see him. What y'all tripping about? Peace, be still. And the waters calmed down. And he went back to sleep. I got this. You ain't got nothing to worry about. I'm on the boat. He on the boat with you. So when the waters get to waving and life get hard and my bills and I just lost my job, those the waves of the water. That's turbulence. That's the turbulence in the air. And things is going wrong. All you gotta say is wake Jesus. Hey, daddy, wake up. I got this. Y'all forgot them hymns that they used to sing in church. See, it was y'all grandmama. It was my mama. My mama was Big Mama. And one of her favorite songs, Jesus on the main line, tell him what you want. Call him up and tell him what you want. Y'all forgot them hymns? We fall down, but we get up. All them songs. It keeps you going. Them they call them slave hymns. I don't care, but that's what kept the slaves afloat. That's what kept them focused and strong. That kept hope in their heart. Why do you think they endured the whips and the flies and the bees and the snakes and the animals and the slop getting thrown at them? Why do you think God gave people that couldn't even read the knowledge to take some pig guts, squeeze the boo-boo out of them and wash them in a dirty sea and put them over some fire and make some damn chitlins? He protected them, that's why. If he can watch over your ancestors, because a lot of people came out of slavery, y'all. He protected a lot of people. Harriet Tubman came out of slavery. You don't think he can watch over you? You don't think he can protect you? You don't need the system food stamps to eat, baby. You don't need the Medicaid to live, because you can live off stuff off the earth if you start changing your diet right now and start eating herbal stuff and healing your body without their medication. You can live like your grandmama them lived. Do y'all think the slaves went to the doctor and they was on medication for diabetes? You think they was giving the slaves prescriptions? I don't even think diabetes existed back then. So what is causing diabetes and high blood pressure? The food. Stress in life. You would think they would have the highest blood pressure because they were slaves. No, they were all right. Even the homeless people, y'all, I want y'all to do something for me. When you see a homeless person, I want y'all to find a homeless person that's really homeless, that you know been out there for a long time. I want you to look down at their feet. I'm telling you how good God is. Look down at their feet. Because a lot of them don't have good shoes on. Have you ever seen a homeless person, the back of their heels? It look like concrete. It's like brittle and cut all up, and their feet look like stone. Let me tell you what it is. It is stone. Let me tell you what God do. He know they out there homeless with no shoes, so he turned their feet into shoes. They don't even feel the ground no more. He make the skin so thick that they can endure the heat and the cold from their bare feet. That's how my God work. And people be looking at their feet like, oh, look at their feet. No, their feet is stone. He made their feet into shoes. They don't even feel it because the skin is so thick. Until they can get out that situation. Just think about COVID, y'all. Do y'all remember people was out there in the streets? I don't remember not one homeless person dying from the COVID. Them same homeless people that I seen back then, I still see them now, and they didn't have a cough. I cough more than the homeless folks do. Because God protect them. They endure the winter, the fall, the summer. God is protecting them. So if he protecting the homeless, he protecting the birds and the wild animals. He makes sure they eat. They stay warm through the seasons. You don't think he can do it for you? Stop letting the mess of the world get to you, making you end up like those people. And when I say those people, I'm not just talking about Caucasian folks. I'm talking about black folks, Hispanics, whites. Bad and criminals come in every color, creed. What y'all don't understand? I'll be a damn fool to protect my race and say our race don't do nothing. We victims. When my people victimize black people all the time, they have self-hate. I'll be a damn fool to pretend that we don't have no problems in our race. And that's what the Caucasian race do. You act like you perfect. You a delusional fool. And God gonna make you pay. I wish I would walk around here with a gang just because we the same color. Fight back, fight back. Be like, if y'all don't sit y'all asses down and pick up the Bible somewhere and let's pray and figure out some stuff. No, I don't want to fight back. I want to make a difference. I want to change some things. We've been fighting since the beginning of time. Fighting don't get us nowhere, but more people gone. And then there's going to be more fights. What's the solution? You kill hate with love. That's what Dr. King said. You don't throw gasoline on no fire. You smother it. You put it out. The only way you're going to resolve hate is with love. But I'm not too much like Dr. King. I got a little bit of my mama in me. You know what I'm saying? I can sing Kumbaya and we shall overcome for a minute. But if you get all up in here and you get in my space, Malcolm X gonna come out. You know, an eye for an eye. That's in the Bible too. I ain't gonna let you now just run over me. I'll give you some grace. Just for a minute. I ain't gave you some grace now. You better back up. You better back up. I promise you. So people just need, you know what? This world would be better if everybody just treat people the way they want to be treated. If you don't want nobody calling you monkeys, heathens, criminals, don't call nobody else that shit. It's simple. If you want to be treated with respect when you come into a public place, treat people with respect when you come into a public place. Treat people like you want to be treated and we won't have no issues. If you don't want your little white kids to be touched and be called names and N-words, don't call no little black kid that. Because I know a whole lot of black people that love to meet energy. Oh my goodness. They wait. I know black folks that's on I wish an N-word would every day. I wish. They be on that I wish a Karen would. They waiting. It's like double dutch. They waiting to jump in. And you might run into the wrong one, Karen. You might run into Shaquanda that ain't finna give you no mercy. She gonna give you the business. And a lot of Shaquandas don't care about the po-pos. My mama was one of them. Don't care about no police. And I want y'all to remember this. If y'all keep listening to hate and fighting the races against the races that we being Americans, do you know a lot of innocent people gonna get hurt? Do y'all not know all that fight back, fight back? Do you not know your little white kids might get hurt? Black man, fight back. You know your little black kids might get hurt. Your grandbabies. People. Hold on, I done changed it over. I don't know what I done did, y'all. I done messed up some stuff. My daughter trying to call. But just kill hate with love and we be in a better place. I don't dislike nobody. Somebody got mad at me the other day because I said I'm colorblind. I am to a certain extent. The only way I see color when somebody do something to me. And then I just judge that person. I don't judge the whole race. That's the difference with a lot of us. I don't say, oh, you did something to me like the lady at Burger King was a white woman. Did y'all hear me say, I can't stand white women? I said the lady at Burger King. Why would I dislike a whole race because of an ignorant person at Burger King? Some people, how y'all been raised? I wouldn't dare judge a whole race from an experience with one person. Because I know a lot of good white people. I know a lot of good black people. I know a lot of bad white people. I know a lot of bad black people. I mean, damn. But it's that person. I'm not going to just judge the whole damn race. Otherwise, I wouldn't even like my own damn race. Because there's a lot of black people I can't stand. And they black. So that means I wouldn't even like my damn self if I didn't like the whole damn black race. Do y'all know black people get on my damn nerves? Have I ever told y'all that? Black women have done shit to me, and I ain't talking about all black women. The black woman that's done it has done shit to me more than any other race. I have more black hate on my channel than I have white folks. Every time I was cheated on, it involved black people. The man I was laying with wasn't running around with Becky. He was running around with Shaquanda. You know what I'm saying? So everything that ever hurt me, any man that ever hurt me, he was this color. But do I run to a white man because a black man did me wrong? No. Because that was just that black man. That's why I don't get into black men ain't shit, because who you talking about? I know it's a lot of shit black men. Girl, you got me twisted. And guess what? I'm enjoying finding out which one's good and bad. It's a good ride, shit. The ride was good for a couple of years, and I found out he was a little riding, traded me, and got me another King to oil. And King to oil tastes good for right now. It's been time I wasn't shit. But guess what? I'm enjoying this life. And I realize people just sometimes be in different seasons. I'm going to leave y'all with this. Think about this. When you in a bad situation or relationship or job or somebody having a bad day, you got to remember, even the weather have seasons. Sometimes it rain outside. Sometimes the sun shine bright. Sometimes in some states it's snow. You may be with somebody, you in your summertime and they in their winter. That don't make them bad. They just in different seasons in their life. And that's what make us flavorful. That's what make us taste different. That's what make the world go around. The seasons. So what you need to do when you find out somebody not compatible with you and they're in a different season, instead of trying to beat them into acting right, say, baby, I see that you in your dark season right now. You in your cloudy days. And I'm over here enjoying the sunshine and palm trees. So until you get your mind right, baby, you can't take my sunshine away. I waited too long for this sunshine. I want to help you, but I'm barely helping myself, Lord. So I love you, boo-boo, but I'm going to go over here and enjoy the sunshine. And when you find your sunshine, maybe I'll be ready for you. I might be in the mood on, but just okay. I ain't got time for that. That's called allowing somebody to steal your joy. I know y'all want to pull people up. Ain't nothing wrong with helping people. To a certain extent it is. I spent 28 years trying to help a man love himself. I wasted 28 years. And guess what? He showed up to my house looking like Grady from Sanford and Son. I said, all that time I invested. I don't even have a retirement plan on this fool. 28 years, I should have a retirement plan or something. Damn, I was stupid. Stop investing your time in nonsense, from friends to jobs. I don't care about your 401k. I can't leave now. I've been on the job 15 years. They said 10 more years I can retire with my 401k. And your back broke down. You got lung cancer. Your knees hurt. No. For peace of mind and happiness, I'll go flip a burger and be happy. Woo! Where them fans at? What you want? Some extra cheese and some lettuce? You work here? Hell yeah, I got some peace, girl. Shit. And I only work 9 to 5. I got banker hours. Over there, I was slaving. What about your 401k? What about it? I get my 401k every week. I would go Goodwill flipping to get my 401k. Because by the time I cash that in 10 years, who to say I'm going to be here to spend it? My sister died 2 weeks before her retirement party. 2 weeks before her retirement party. And guess what? Her kids went through all her money. My sister had $500,000 in the bank. She had several accounts. She had all kind of benefits. Her kids destroyed her money, lost her house she had for 40 years, lost all her cars. She died and didn't get a chance to enjoy none of it. And guess what? Now the kid's broke. She would never enjoy her. Mom kept saying, spend some of your money. My dear, I wait till I retire. She called my mama my dear. I wait till I retire and me and you go travel the world. My mama said, well, let's travel now. No, my dear, just give me a couple more years. It never came. She died before her, my dear. She died 2 years before my mama. This is my oldest sister. My mother had her at 16, so they grew up like sisters. She laid down and went to sleep, taking a nap, had retired. We supposed to do a retirement party. I get a call, I'm at work. Nina, you got to get home. Your sister done died. Who sister? Your sister, Helena. Helena go. I almost lost my mind. I'm like, not my sister. I had to go tell my mama her firstborn was dead from a heart attack. All that hard work. She was married 35 years, divorced, raised her kids, had a business, worked for the city of Chicago. She did everything right. And she died 2 weeks before her retirement party and didn't enjoy nothing. Y'all better live for now. Take something out that 401k and go your butt on vacation. Go on that cruise you want to go to. Donate to Unbreakable Strong Woman. Enjoy your life. I know that's the goal. When I retire, who said you will be here? How dare you be that arrogant? How dare you tell God I'm going to be here? You pretty much said I'm going to be here. No, you don't know that. It's okay to save a little something for the future. Yeah, okay. But you better enjoy your life. I spent half my life raising kids. Daycare kids, my kids, nieces and nephews, making sure my old elderly parents was good. I spent most of my life loving people that didn't love themselves. I wasted so many years. And now that I had to start over at 50, I look back and say, dang, what was all that about? Wow, if I would have spent all that time invested in me, where would I be right now? Working jobs I hated. Do you know we spend most of our time with people we don't even know outside of our home chasing money? We really lose a lot of time with our loved ones chasing a dollar bill. Why do you think God said that's the root of all evil? Money. Because money will take you from your loved ones. I got to do triple time. My baby girl, Gina, Sonny mama, Gina's 19. She just did a triple shift. I didn't have Sonny. She did 3 shifts. She exhausted right now. She had a new baby. Do you see what I'm saying? Because I got to make a way for my baby. But what about the time you missed? You just missed 2 days with your baby that you can't get back. It's okay to go to school. It's okay to get a skill set. It's okay to get money. But put your priorities right, man. Just as much time I give master, and that's what your job is. That's your master. As much as time I give master, I got to give it to my man, myself, God, my kids. That's what you need a planner for. You got to plan out your life. I'm going to do so many hours on this. I'm going to do so many hours, and I got to go to work for 10 hours. Okay. So that, out of 10 hours, that leave me 14 hours in a day. And then I got to sleep for 8 hours. Damn. So somehow I got to squeeze in some time with my kids, teach them something, make sure they go get meals. I got to squeeze in some time with my man, because I can't keep a man if I ain't squeezing in some time. I ain't just talking about ex. I'm talking about me time. I don't care. We got to read and study together, go just for a walk. Show people you care about them. Y'all make these jobs your whole life so you can drive good. Y'all make your car y'all lover, y'all soul, not Jesus Christ. You know, my car is everything, my house. Girl, and I bought this. Well, when did you have time for Jesus? I swore he said he was a jealous God. So them the things that you work for. You don't work nothing. Where's your mental state of mind? Do you go to counseling? You know, are you around people that's sane? Are you around a bunch of materialistic people? Are you around a bunch of drunks? I mean, where do you spend your time? Wherever you spend your time, that's where you go see where your mind is at. And I'm speaking from experience, y'all. I've been through hell. And I was raised very well. I wasn't on the system. This fly is getting on my nerves. I wasn't on the system growing up. I didn't even know what a food stamp was when I had my daddy. My father was so disappointed in me as I got older. And every time I'd get my food stamps, he looked at me like, what you mean you got to get your food stamps? Well, Daddy, I got these kids. He said, so you got some dudes that don't feed their kids? He didn't understand it. He said, where you get this from? You didn't have babies by dudes that don't feed their damn kids? My daddy thought that was unheard of. He asked Gene, how my baby on food stamps? You got kids over there. Here comes Sonny. We don't ask ourselves them questions. We think we making it. What are you doing up here? Are you on food stamps? Hey, brother, what are you doing? He coming to get his binky. He don't give a damn what he on as long as he eat. He don't care if grandma got to steal it. As long as I eat. Do y'all know Sonny is one that can eat 3 eggs? He love eggs. Sonny, eat. Eat. Why you come up in my office just tearing up stuff, bro? Huh? But it's your girl Nina from Breakable Strong Woman. I'll talk to y'all later. I'm going to see what's going on in these YouTube streets and come back to y'all tonight with some more videos and see what's happening. And we're going to talk about it in a minute because Sonny finna get kicked out. I'll talk to y'all later. All right. Bye now.
Bad buddy, you ran straight up here too.